The most recent Russian space shot. I thought, oh, here we go. What a load of old cobblers. It's another pig flying around story. But there appears to be more to it than that, actually. And I've got Nick Mason on the phone who's actually going to give it to us straight. Are you there, Nick?
I am, yes. Hi, Roger.
Yes, I thought, hello, it's another EMI hype, all this. but apparently there is more to it. There is some truth to this. So what was the actual story?
Well, the actual story was sort of roughly, as you described it, that the astronauts had decided they'd take one of our tapes up on this mission, because they're docking with the space station that's been up there for a while. And it seemed a really good idea for us to go along and sort of send it off officially.
Now, this is the French-Russian shot that went up, wasn't it?
It's Soyuz 7, which had 3 astronauts on board, one of whom was French, but in fact it was one of the Russians who'd chosen the cassette.
What do the other two have to say about this? Hang on, we want Kylie Minogue.
Well, probably. But obviously it must have been the captain who chose the cassettes. And I should think by the time they get back, they're all going to know it terribly well.
Yeah, it's blasting around the capsule as we speak. So you went out there for the launch?
Yeah.
And how was all that?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is, as I've said before, it's one of the wonders of the modern world. It really is. When you see one of these things launch, it's just extraordinary. I mean, apart from the sort of hush that falls on the crowd watching, the way the air just vibrates with the power of the rocket motors when they're ignited is just extraordinary. So
you were actually, how far away were you from it then?
Well, it's hard to say exactly. I mean, it's just across an enormous plain with nothing else on it, and the rocket looks relatively small, although it's obviously, in fact, extremely large. I reckon we're something over a mile away.
So what have they got up there? Have they got an actual hi-fi up in the Soyuz 7?
Well, we don't really know. They must. I would think it's something. I would think probably it's a sort of Walkman type thing, as light as possible. I mean, they're incredibly conscious of what things weigh. I mean, there was a long argument about whether they should take the, apart from the cassette, they certainly weren't taking the box. But
really?
they sort of argued about whether to take the, the wrap.
What, the cellophane, what, the actual...
Not the cellophane, no, the inset. The insert.
Good grief. So this is the first time, if we're to believe this press release, this is the first piece of rock and roll music that's gone into space to be actually played. Because I know they sent the Chuck Berry thing up there, the one that's gone off into infinity. They stuck Johnny B. Good on there, along with a couple of other things. But as far as we know, this is the first music entertainment in space.
Yeah, well, it's always nice to be first at something, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is. Well, that is quite a compliment to Pink Floyd, because they can't even have heard the album when they asked for this.
No, but of course, being a live album, it's got quite a lot of old favourites on. Right. So they probably had a clue as to what they were going to get.
Right. So what are the Floyd plans for? Any plans for next year, or are you just going to stick with your cars, or what?
Well, I certainly intend to put a bit more time into cars, because it's been quite a sort of heavy year of touring. I don't think we've got any touring plans for next year. I think probably it's a matter of sort of finishing. There's a video to come of really the live album on video, and then probably think about what to do next.
An enjoyable tour, this last one?
Oh, wonderful. Terrific.
It looked astonishing. I saw the Wembley one, and I said to Dave the other week, I've never seen Wembley Stadium as full as it was the night that I went, where it was actually, it was backed up right to the back of the stadium. There's always a space there for other shows, but this one, they were pinned to the back. It's extraordinary. Well, okay, we've done Christmas shopping?
Funny you should say that. Yes, we've had a very severe day of Christmas shopping.
Oh, isn't it hell out there?
Yes.
Nightmare. Well, I'll let you get on with it. Merry Christmas. Let's play a track off the Delicate Sound of Thunder. We'll play Wish You Were Here, and thank you, Nick.
Oh, thanks, Roger.
Thank you very much.
Okay, happy
Bye-bye.
Christmas.
And you.
Bye.
Wish You Were Here from Delicate Sound of Thunder. There's Pink Floyd. It's got an even better light show up there, actually, for the astronauts as they listen to it than you do actually at a Pink Floyd gig, which is amazing. But it must be, to listen to that and then you see the sun coming up over, it must be quite something.